Good Thursday evening, everybody. I hope everybody's having a nice Thursday. Thank you for checking back in to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. If you're an old subscriber and have been watching my videos, thank you for the support. If you're a new viewer, welcome. This is a channel I created to share my knowledge of the stock market and to simplify trading and to help people learn to trade and see different styles of trading, and hopefully get you to see that it's really not all that difficult. You just have to put in a little bit of work, and you will be able to trade and understand candlesticks and charts and patterns and all that stuff. So that's my goal, is to get you guys to see that it's easy, and hopefully these videos help, and hopefully it will motivate you to start trading. I am not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so anything that I discuss here is just my personal opinion. I will not tell you what to buy or what to sell. I am just giving you guys trade ideas and sharing my thoughts and sharing my ideas on certain stocks. By no means does it mean that if I discuss a stock, you have to buy. Please do your own research before you invest in anything. Just because something looks good to me does not mean it needs to look good to you. On the contrary, I would like it if people look at a stock and say, I don't know how he likes that. That shows that you are engaging in the charts and you see something different, and that's totally fine. This is going to be my watch list for Friday, February 23rd, 2018. For those of you that are new, I break my video into two sections. I go over day trading first, and I talk about the stocks that I called out last night and see how they performed. Then I discuss tonight's watch list as far as day trading. Then I move over to swing trading, and I do the same thing. If you don't know what day trading versus swing trading is, or what that means, I have a video I put out a couple of weeks ago, so check that out, or you can just do a simple Google search and you'll find out what it is. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you everybody for the support, and let's get into the stocks that I had on last night's watch list as far as day trading. So the first one is ANTH. Let me get my tool here. So the way I like to day trade is I trade the high, whether it be the pre-market high, intraday high, or post-market high. So yesterday the high was at 283, so I put my line right there, and what we wanted to happen was for the price to come up, cross above that line with good volume, and that could be an opportunity for you to get in and see a nice little spike. Unfortunately, it did not break yesterday's high, so it wouldn't have been a good opportunity. If you wanted to, you could have traded the pre-market high, which is this gray area. So if you were looking at this, the pre-market high would have been right around here, and you would have done the same thing. You wait for the candle to break across with good volume, and you could have had a nice, let's see, yeah, maybe like around 10 cents or so. But again, that's if that's up to you. Whenever I see situations like these, I would rather go with the high from the previous day than the pre-market high. That's just my personal preference. So in this one, it didn't go our way. The next one is TNDM, and as always, this is just my style of trading. By no means does this mean that this is the be all end all day trading strategy. This is just what works for me. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? So TNDM was another one that I had yesterday. The high looks like it was probably somewhere around here. So again, we want the price to come up, break through with good volume, which it had, and then you see a nice little pop. So this one did exactly what we wanted it to do. The candle that broke through had about 200,000 in the volume. You could see it right here, 199,000, and it had a nice pop. I myself don't like the setup because it didn't, let me get that out of the way, because it didn't have any movement in the pre-market. As I stated in my video yesterday and most of my videos, I like stocks that are moving prior to the open, because that means that it has a lot of eyes. It means that people are looking at it, meaning that there's going to be volume there, meaning that there's going to be momentum there. That's just my personal style, but as you can see, it's not a requirement. Some of these stocks will do nothing in the pre-market and then take off. I myself, I like to see a lot of action in the pre-market. This stock didn't have it, so I didn't even bother looking at it. RUN. Wow, this one really went down. The high was around 730. No action in the pre-market also, but then at the open it just went down, so nothing there. SNSS. We had our high at 725. Again, no action pre-market, and it never really went back up to that price, so didn't miss out there. Where was our high yesterday? I think it was around here. Looks like, yeah, right around here, 388. Again, no movement in the pre-market. I'm not a fan of that. However, it still crossed above. It didn't really have much volume. The candle only had 50,000, so really nothing crazy. So again, I this wasn't like the best setup for my liking. And the last one is HBM. All right. Or maybe not. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for this one, the only reason I had it is because it had this huge spike and then it came down. So I told you guys to kind of be careful with this one. It could have just been somebody hyping it up to only bring it right back down, and it looks like that happened. So our high would have been right here at 920, and as you can tell, it was nowhere close to that. The stock looked like crap beforehand. They had this nice spike, and then it went back to looking like crap. So something weird was going on there, in my opinion. So that was it for the stocks that I had yesterday. Now let's go over the ones I have for today. The first one is WFT. Again, we trade the high. It's at $3.03, right around there. It touched that resistance 2 times, right here and right here, and we want the price to come up, cross with good volume, and it could be a nice little pop. Just because those conditions are met does not mean that it's going to take off for 20 cents or whatever the case may be. The price could cross and you only go up 2 or 3 cents, and then it comes crashing down. So you got to be careful when you do that. The next one is HMNY. So this is what I mean when I say I like pre-market volume. So a lot of activity in the post-market and the pre-market. This is what I like to see, because this tells me that a lot of people are trading it, that it's moving, that it's exchanging hands, and a lot of times this carries over to the actual trading day. So for this one, if I was looking at this one this morning, I would say, well, where's my pre-market high? It's at 516, and I would have said, okay, well, when the market opens, I want that price to come up to 516 and cross it with good volume. As you can tell, it never did that. So I will keep this on my watch list, and I will keep my line at 516. If you wanted to, you can put your line right here at 503, because this was the intraday high. But again, my personal style, I like to trade the high, which is 516. It doesn't matter if it was a pre-market or intraday. I always go for the high. So that's HMNY. MYSZ is the next one. So this one had a pretty big day. It moved from around $1.33, and it's at 191 right now. It made highs at the after the market closed, so it's still moving after the market close, so that's a good sign. It's seeing a lot of action. The high is at 191. I will put my line at $2 because it's close to a whole number. So whole numbers and half dollar amounts are a big resistance point. So instead of putting my line at 191, I would feel more comfortable putting it at $2. So keep an eye on this one. It had an amazing day today, and hopefully it can keep it up tomorrow. Next, GPOR. Whoops. GPOR, yes. So again, here's another one. Just had a pretty good day. It made new highs at 992, and it kind of hung around there, and it's hanging around close to 992, so that's a good sign. Whenever you see a stock make new highs and it kind of hangs around close around there, it's maintaining its high, or it's consolidating close to the high, so that's definitely a good sign. So instead of putting my line at 992, I'd put it at $3 because again, it's close to the whole number. Next, WPG. I would put my line at 636. And the next one is WTI at 408. And if you look at this, 408 resistance, it touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's a very solid resistance. This one, once it breaks through, it could have a nice day. So that's it for day trading. Again, this is my style of day trading. It does not mean that's the only way to day trade. There's many styles of day trading. You just have to find what you're comfortable with. This is the style that works for me. This is what I'm very comfortable with. So that's what I show you guys. Now I'm going to go over to swing trading and talk about some stocks that I had my eye on and some stocks that I am in and see how they have been performing. So I got into CLDX a couple of days ago. I mentioned this one to you guys. I got in because of a possible bounce play. I drew the support line. You guys can see support right here, right here, right here, and right here. So we wanted to bounce up. I had like 3 pretty good days. Today was a red day. So I have to see what happens, but I'm still making a little bit of money. No worries. Remember that none of these stocks are just going to go green, 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 green. You're going to have red days. You're going to have sell-offs. So that comes with the territory. If it keeps going down, my stop will cut me, and I'll take that as a loss. No big deal. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. You have to make an educated decision as to why you're getting into a stock. For me, it's easy. This is support. It's bounced off that line several times. That's why I got in. If the stock comes crashing down, there's really nothing for me to say except the stock did not go my way. The worst thing that you can do is just blindly throw money at a stock hoping that it goes up. You need to have a reason as to why you're getting in. And my reason, this is support. It touched support. It bounced up. I got in, period. And I feel that everybody should have a reason as to why they're getting in. This is the next one that I got in a couple days ago, APRI. This is the one that I mentioned is low risk, high reward. It came down from hanging around almost $3, and it found support close to the low, the 52-week low of 86 cents. So I got in because it has a lot of ground to cover. If it goes south, again, my stop will cover me and no big deal. This is more of a gamble on my part because it dropped so much. But if it does start going green, I could make a pretty good penny. So it was really a no-brainer for me. Low risk, high reward. If it doesn't go my way, cut my losses, take it on the chin. But if it does go my way, it would be a really good day. So now let's look at some of the ones that I had and some new ones. So Pandora, this is a new one that I have checked off. The reason I have it is because it's coming close to a previous support at 409, so I want that one to keep coming down, and hopefully bounce like it did right here. So you can see it came down and then it came back up, and that's what I wanted to happen next. BKD is one that I had because it had support right here and we wanted a bounce right here, but as you can see, it broke through that support and made newer lows. So this one is not good anymore, at least for me, so I will not be looking at this one. Why? Again, it broke through support. ABEV, I have this one because it could break through the high. So I'm not too comfortable with buying in when it makes new highs, but I think I'm gonna start giving it a shot with a small share size. So if this one breaks through the high of 704, I would get in. This is the same thing as buying the bounce, but it's just inverted. So same situation. You find where the resistance is. It's at 704, and you can see it right here and right here. So we just wanted to come up, cross a little bit, end the day above the resistance line, and maybe we could get in. CX. This is one that I really wanted to get in. Again, it found support right here at around $7.10. You see it right here, and right here. I like the green candle for today. I wanted to get in at around $7.17 or 18 cents, but it never went close to that. I was watching it, it was around 7.19, 7.20, 7.22. It never went to 7.18, so I didn't really get in. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite me in the ass, because it looks really good. But again, that was just me being stubborn. I probably should have gotten in at 7.20 or 7.19, but hopefully you guys can see the support right there, and hopefully I don't regret it. Here's another one, KGC. We had the support right here, and this is where it's found support right here, and right here. As you can tell, it broke through that support, and now I drew a new line at a lower level of support and hoping that it can bounce off of that. So we want this one to keep coming down and test this support and hopefully bounce back up. So I'll keep that one on check. NGD, same situation. I want a better looking green candle for me to get in. You guys can see the support levels, 1, 2, 3, and now 4. So gotta keep an eye on this one to see how it looks tomorrow. NGD, CVE. Here's another one. This one's flirting around that support. I want a green candle tomorrow for me to get in. APRI, this is the one that I'm in. RCII, this is one that I had because there's support right here, and right here. I wanted a green candle right here to get in on the bounce play, but as you can tell, it broke through support. So for me, this one is a no-go. CLD, this one, I was thinking about getting in on this one, and this is the one that I discussed yesterday that I wanted a stronger green candle. I'm still not convinced by this little candle. I would much rather see a better, taller looking candle, or even for it to come down more towards the support. So I will just hang around and see what this one does. CLDX, this is the one that I'm in. EPE, support, it's right at support. So hopefully you guys can see that, how it just comes and tests that line. So if we get a green candle tomorrow, I would probably get in. And that is it. Oh, let me go over this one, OZM. So I was in OZM maybe like 2 weeks ago, and my stop cut me out. So I think I had support. No, it wasn't around there. It was like around here. Yeah. So I had support around here. So right around there. And I got in at 242, I believe. So I rode this whole wave, and my stop cut me off around 217, somewhere around here, and it sold me. But then you could see it recovered and it went all the way up to 272. So you know, it kind of sucks because I had it picked out, and if my stop would have been a little bit lower, I would have gotten that bounce play again. But you know, what are you gonna do? You can't win them all. So that's it. Let me check the chat room to see if anybody has any questions or anything they want me to check out. And again, I don't think I mentioned it. I do have a free chat room in the Discord app if you are interested in joining. Hold on, I'm reading these messages. If you are interested in joining, I will leave the link in the description. It's a great way to connect with other traders. It's a great way to ask questions, and it's a great way to learn from other people. It's not just about me. I'm trying to build a community where everybody helps each other out. I learn from some of our members, and hopefully you guys learn from me. So nobody has any requests. So I'll leave it there. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for checking out the channel. Join the chat room if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys later.